What up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and we are here today, you guys, with Let's Get Into the Blogs, you guys. So this is going to be what number are we on, you guys? Is this 118, 117, 118, something like that? 118. So this is going to be the hot topics for the week of March 30th through April the 5th, you guys. So before we go ahead and get into these hot topics, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor. Stop taking me on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what's hot and what is trending this week, shall we? All right, you guys. So so you guys may hear some stuff in the background. They have been doing work on my apartment in my complex for like the last 2 weeks, right? 1 week they were painting the gates. They are painting the gates. Then they finished painting the gates. They started painting the outside, the outside of the building and stuff. It was just like they painted that. Then, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I put a post up this week where there was literally a guy on my patio, and he climbed over and he was painting the wall and the railing. And I came out of my room to take a lunch break, and there he was. So if you guys hear noises, that's what you hear. Also, the dog next door is still barking. You guys also might hear planes flying over. It's a lot of stuff going on today. But yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and just talk about these hot topics, you guys, because there go a plane. There go a plane. And it sounds it's landing. My God, I've noticed, like, over the last few months, there has been a lot of, when I say there's been a lot of shit that's just been going on in this area, it's been a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into the blogs, you guys. Shall. All right, you guys, so I don't even really know where to start up because a lot of stuff happened this week, but a lot of stuff, it was like a quiet week, but it wasn't a quiet week, right? So the first thing that I want to start up with, because I literally just saw before I came on here to even do this video, and also you guys, if you guys notice me look over to the side, my work laptop is right beside me, so I'm trying not to go to lunch early, although it is almost 12:30, but I don't typically go to lunch until about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you guys will see me tapping that laptop too, just to keep them off my ass, because work is just taking a brother down. But I guess the first thing we can talk about is Angel Reese, you guys. So you guys know Angel Reese. She plays for LSU women's basketball, NCAA, and you guys know that they lost. Now, one thing I want to say is, big ups to Angel Reese. I commend her because she's getting a lot of criticism currently. And so this is her last year. So she's going into the WNBA next year. Let me take these glasses off. So she's going into the WNBA next year. One thing that I do want to say is, because the women's NCAA, it's been doing really well this year. And I hope that can transfer over to the WNBA, because you guys remember the situation with Brittany Griner. They weren't getting paid much, so they were having to go overseas to make more money. So I'm hoping now that they're taking, women's sports more seriously as far as paying the women, right? I hope that that's happening. But Angel Reese, they lost, and I forgot what team Caitlin Clark plays for. But the problem that I'm having with this is, like I said, congratulations to her for going into the WNBA draft. I'm happy for her. The problem that I'm having currently is the fact that with her, we know Angel is a shit talker. She's a shit talker, right? The problem now that I have is in her post-game interview this week, she cried. So then you have people like Emmanuel Acho, who came out and was like, she wants to she plays the big bad wolf, but then, when she loses, she cries. And even Matt Barnes had to come out and say, you of all people should know, like, one, this girl has been painted as a villain, right? So she plays into that, talking shit to the coaches, talking shit to people, right? Because Emmanuel was like you said, she said, get your money up, do other things, right? She's talking shit, but also this is a kid. She's a kid. So he's talking about she wants to be grown, and you are grown. She's still a young lady who still has a lot of living to do and a lot of maturing to do. So go easy on her, number one. Number two, it's like y'all have painted this lady as the heroine, right? The hero. And then Angel is painted as the villain. So no matter what she does, you guys are always going to find an issue with it. If the woman cries after losing a game, this is her last year to play at LSU, y'all are going to make an issue out of that. But then if she is over there being braggadocious or talking, and I'm not saying she's braggadocious, but I'm saying if she's being braggadocious, if she's talking shit to people, y'all be like, oh, she ain't got no respect for nobody. So it's a lose-lose situation for Angel Reese ultimately. And then Emmanuel comes out and he wants to apologize. And honestly, for me, Emmanuel could have kept the apology, because I just think that you got called out and people said what they said about you. Now you want to backtrack and be like, oh, I appreciate everybody for saying something to me, and now I just want to apologize. I don't see it for Emmanuel Oswald, you guys. I truly don't see it for that man. I've never really saw it for him before, but yeah, he can keep that apology and shove it right up his narrow ass. That's all I got to say about that. But back to Angel. Congratulations to you, sis. I'm happy for you. I hope that, like I said, I hope now the WNBA is treated as equal to the men. I'm hoping that we get equal treatment for the women in the WNBA. But that's all I got, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys, and we'll pause here and we'll move forward. Next thing we're going to talk about, you guys, and it just came across my timeline as well, was this situation with Carlos King. Now, I don't typically too much speak on Carlos, but in this particular moment, I want to speak on him because I didn't like I didn't like the shit that he did on this. So if you guys don't watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the season just wrapped, and there was a cast member by the name of Anna Marie, which I called her a solid 8.5 because her husband calls her 8.5, right? So she did an interview with Carlos King this week on his podcast, and I don't watch the podcast as it is because I just find his voice to be rather annoying. And then on top of that, he had her on there. I was like, I'm Gucci on this. So the clips are surfacing on social media, and there's one particular clip where he's asking solid 8.5, also known as Anna Marie, if she feels like Garcelle, who is the other black woman on the cast, and Garcelle has been on now for what? She came on season 10, so Garcelle is going into, if she returns this season, Garcelle will be going into her fourth season she'll be going into her fourth season in this show. And I just didn't like the fact that he asked her, does she feel that Garcelle wants to be the only black woman on the show? And I was like, are you serious? You think Garcelle wants, and she says she got that impression. How did you get that impression? Like, I'm so confused. If Garcelle wanted to be the only black woman on the show, last season, Cherie, Will Smith's ex-wife, was a friend of, who in real life, now I don't know where she and Garcelle stand today, but I know when Garcelle first joined the show and last season, Garcelle and Cherie were best friends. They have been friends with each other for years. So if Garcelle wanted to be the only black woman on the show, she would have had an issue with her best friend being on the show, but she didn't have an issue with her best friend being on the show. Like, my God, y'all just, Like that shit really annoyed me and it got on my nerves. I promise you guys that shit annoyed the fuck out of me. Because I was like, I know you fucking lying, Carlos. You think Garcelle just wants to be the only black woman on this show? If that were the case, we would have saw something to that effect this season with Anna Marie been on the show, but Garcelle never, like, come on. And I just thought that was, ugh. Like, I just felt a little way about that. I really, truly did feel a way about that. Because it bothered me. It really did. Carlos King as a black man. And then let's go deeper into Anna Marie, right? Anna Marie and her husband. Now, I don't know how they vote politically. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't really care. But I know some of their stances are leaning toward Republican, right? Because they say things that I'm like, ugh. How did you come up with that in your brain, right? Because they don't, and mind you, at the reunion, she had so much stuff to say about Sutton. And I was like, but you got so much stuff to say about Sutton, but y'all don't believe in, what is it? White privilege. Y'all don't believe in white privilege. But girl, huh? Like, like I said, I'm just still, it's frustrating that he phrased that question. Like, do you think that Garcelle wants to be the only black woman on the cast? When again, her best friend of years was a friend to the show. And I'm pretty sure Garcelle had a hand in, suggested to casting like, hey, or casting probably even asked her like, how do you feel about you? Like, they test people. So my God, it just really got on my nerves. It really just it got on my nerves. It pissed me off. And I felt the way about it. But yeah, you guys, we'll pause here and we're going to move forward. All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Latasha Scott real quick. So you guys know that SWV, I think it's like SWV Escape. Who else? 702. Actually, I need to look that up real quick. SWV, I think it's SWV Escape. And it's some other groups that are going on tour. I just have to remember who all is on this tour. Give me just a second, you guys. Okay, so here it is. The tour. Oh, you guys, I definitely want to go to this tour. It's the Queens of R&B tour. It's SWV and Escape, so look like they are co-headlining this with special guests Maya, Total, and 702. Oh, I'm here for that, you guys. I am so here for that because I love me some Maya. Love it. I like Escape. I love SWV, Maya, and 702. I like Total as well, but baby, I love me some Maya. Loves me some Maya. So you guys remember that they announced the tour, 2 weeks ago, I believe, or was it last week? It might have been last week or the week before, whichever one. They announced the tour, right? And after they announced the tour, I was like, okay, cool. You guys, and like I said, I saw that they have a date in Atlanta on my birthday, July 16th. And I'm thinking about if I want to go to Atlanta for my birthday or do I want to see them when they come to Dallas. Hadn't made up my mind on that one, like specifically. But what I will say is, so Latasha Scott, she is sending out a, so basically what it is, she doesn't want them to use the name Escape for this tour, right? And she is, doing her thing. I really feel like this is all Rocky behind her, to be honest with you. Because, ma'am, you're the one that caused dissension in the group. You're the only one that's not a part of this. Tamika, your sister Tamika, is cool with Kandi and Tiny. Tiny and Kandi are cool with your sister. You are the only oddball out at this point. So you basically, you're looking from the outside in, pissed off that they really forged forward without you, because you really thought and that's this crazy thing with the show. It looked as if you were like, okay, you're gonna go do your solo album, which it came out last year. It came and it went, and nobody paid any bit of attention to that album. Let's just be real with each other, right? Instead of you being a decent human being and just going to the girls and being like, hey, can we work things out? I know I know things are rocky right now. I know things are fucked up, but let's work it out. But no, you want to send cease and desist and you want them to not do this tour. But you and your sister both own the name Xscape. Speaking of your sister put out a post that was, because it's 50-50. And when it comes to stuff like that, one person can give, their right, one person can, if this owned by both of them, Tamika can say, hey, since I've partially owned the name, we can do things under the umbrella of this group. And that's what Tamika basically came out and said. Like, girl, no. I just feel like not Tamika, but Latasha is over there trying to lick her wounds and be like, these bitches think they finna go out on tour without me. But again, ma'am, you are the problem. That show, The Queens of R&B, it showed that you were the issue, and Rocky. And there go one of them people with the, my God. No. But I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Tasha, sit the fuck down and shut up. Sit down and shut up. Like, she really gets on my nerves. She really gets on my nerves at this point, because it's like you're bitter. You're upset. And like I said, you are the reason for all these issues. When the girls want to sit down and have conversations with you, you don't want to talk to them. And you can't even come up with real reasons why you feel the way you feel. It's the fact that Rocky is in your fucking ear telling you dumb shit. And again, that gospel album that you put out last year, that gospel album came and went. So I don't think I can guarantee you she ain't made no money from it, because it didn't even chart. Well, did it chart? If it charted, it was at the bottom of the chart. I can guarantee it was at the bottom, the pure bottom of the chart, right? But yeah, girlfriend, let it go. If you need some money, go talk to the girls. Go talk to Candy. Go talk to your sister, Tamika. Go talk to Tiny. Go talk to the girls and try to see if you can get on this tour, instead of trying to stop their money. Like, I can't stand a person like that. I can't stand people who do that, because we have issues. You want to try to stop me from doing something that helped me and my family. You are the lowest of the lowest of the low type of people. I just don't see it for Latasha. After that show, it really ran Latasha down in my book. But hey, you guys can tell me what you think and feel in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys are going to be going to the concert in the comment section below as well. And we're going to pause here and we're going to move on to the next story, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Chance the Rapper, you guys. So Chance the Rapper and his wife, they have announced that they are going to be divorcing. And I was like, oh, wow. Now, how long have they been together? Because they've been together for some time now. So it says here, and this is coming to us from USA Today. It says Chance the Rapper and wife Kristen Corley are heading for divorce after 5 years of marriage. The former couple revealed their split in a joint statement posted on Chance's Instagram stories Wednesday. It says, quote, after a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. The statement read, quote, we came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we've spent together. The pair share two daughters, 8-year-old Kinsley and 4-year-old Marley Grace, whom they plan to raise together. It says, quote, we kindly ask for privacy and respect as we navigate this transition, the statement concluded. Okay. It says, okay, so I'm just going to keep reading this article. It says, days before their nuptial, Chance confirmed he and Corley were tying the knot in an X thread about how he met soon-to-be bride. He said the two met in 2003 when he was 9 at his mother's office party. Wow, 2003? And they were 9? My God, I'm old. It says, quote, we were instructed to make way for an exclusive performance by Destiny's Child Chance recalled of a lip synced performance featuring Corley. Now I'm locking eyes with the prettiest girl I ever seen in my almost a decade of life. Oh my God. I'm gonna stop reading it because at 10 years old, never mind. Never mind. But they've known each other since 2003. But they've been married for 5 years. You know, I hope that this is an amicable divorce for the two of them. They have 2 children together. And, you know, I just hope it's peaceful. That's really all you can ask for when it comes to a divorce with anybody. You just want peace for the husband, the soon-to-be ex-husband and the soon-to-be ex-wife, and definitely for the kids, because look at that situation over there with Scrappy and Bambi. That keeps going, it just keeps going down, 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 down. It just goes downhill. And it's like, my God, can y'all just, since we're talking about them real quick, let's go ahead and talk. I want them, one thing I want for them to do is to stay off of social media with the dumb shit, because they go back and forth. He violated terms of the divorce decree. He says she violated stuff. It's like, why do we need to be involved in this stuff? Why do we need to know this stuff? I just don't understand why we need to know it. But for some odd reason, they just keep putting it on social media. And I just be like, can we please stop with the bullshit? You know, I just be... And then on top of that, another person that I want to go away when it comes to Scrappy and the situation with him and Bambi, Mama D. Mama D, Mama D, Mama D. I don't know why Mama D always inserts herself when it comes to Scrappy's relationships. It gives it don't give borderline, it gives obsessive. Like, Scrappy is a grown-ass man. Scrappy is damn near 40 years old. And Mama D still meddles and interferes in his love life. And it's just like, if it's not Diamond, it's Erica. If it's not Erica, it's Bambi. The only one that she technically really liked out of the women that he dated was Bambi. Not Bambi, but Shay Francine Bucky Johnson and her hair. Like, oh, God. As long as Chance and his soon-to-be ex-wife, they can stay on the same page and work things out and be civil people to each other, I think it'll be good for them. But I just hope that they don't go the toxic route, because once with a divorce, you're talking about splitting up. At this point, they've been together for 5 years, married, right? So we don't know what they like. It didn't mention anything about a prenup. So if there's no prenup, then I hope things stay civil. I really do, especially for the sake of their children. Because when you think about getting divorced, it's more to get, it's less getting married than it is to get a divorce, right? Because when you get in a divorce, you're not having to think about child support, who has custody of the children, right? Then you know, alimony, spousal support, and all those things come into factor and come into play. And it can make the situation just very volatile and very toxic. And I'm hoping that that's not the case for these people. I pray it's not. But yeah, you guys, feel free to let me know. Let me know your thoughts about Chance the Rapper and his wife, his soon-to-be ex-wife, divorcing. And then you guys can also chime in about their situation with Bambi and fucking Scrappy. Like I said, I want Scrappy to grow up and be a man, because he's a man child. Let's just be real with each other. Scrappy is a man child. That is a man, as K. Michelle said, you can't raise a man. If his mama didn't do it, what makes you think you can? And that's something that I'm gonna say to all the women who have now been involved with Scrappy, past, present, and future, because I think what him and Erica are currently, oh my God, you guys. I'm sorry, you guys. If you guys you probably can't hear it, but my laptop is going off. There is this one customer who is bothering the hell out of me. I can't even, like, these people won't even let me go to lunch sometimes and have a peaceful lunch, because I turn my phone off when I go to lunch and they just call. Like yesterday, I had this one person who sent an email saying they feel like I was ghosting the customer. I was at fucking lunch. How am I ghosting somebody and I'm at lunch? Like, you calling me, like, oh my God. Oh. I'm gonna have to go and get my feet done and make sure that my feet stay done, because we finna start one of them, them OnlyFans for feet. Cause my God, today, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Drop down in the comment section, you guys, and we'll pause here and we'll move on to the next story. My God, today, what the hell is going on? All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Diddy and all the stuff that's going on with him. This stuff with Diddy is just a never-ending saga. Oh my God. So we talked about it last week, right? And did I talk about the fact that I think I did. I talked about the fact that Al B. Sure made a post for Quincy, right? And so Claudia Jordan this week, she has come out and she said some things about Diddy. And I don't, part of me kind of, because when you think about it, there are some suspicious things right? Because, oh my God, who was it that passed away before Diddy started giving away? Who was it? My God, I can see his name. I can see him clearly, but I can't even think about who it was but when he passed away, he had nothing. And you guys know they always talk about Diddy and the fact that, with him, he takes, he pockets everything and this artist got nothing. So again, we know all of everything that's going on with Diddy, right? So Claudia was on TGIF, right? And so Claudia Jordan recently shared an interesting theory on the mogul in an installment of Fox Soul's TGIF. She discussed Al B. Sure's recent insinuation that Diddy has something to do with his mysterious 2022 coma, admitting that she believes the unexpected health scare seemed suspicious. And so Claudia went on to speculate that Al B. Sure was pushed out of his son Quincy's life by Diddy. She said, I think Al B. Sure feels comfortable speaking on it now. I do believe there was suspicious things around Al B. Sure going into a coma. She said, I don't think he's a clout chaser. I don't. And it says, what do you think of Claudia Jordan's theory about Diddy? Like I said, you guys, I'm not going to sit here and say that. Now, am I going to say that he has something to do with the man's coma? Absolutely. I'm not going to say that. But there are some suspicious things that who was it that passed away? And I talked about it in Hot Topics, and damn it, I talked about it in Hot Topics. I know I talked about it in Hot Topics because the man passed away, and that man didn't have I keep wanting to say Shine, but I know it's not Shine. Who the hell was it? I can see him clear as day, you guys. I can see him clear as day. But I just can't think of who it was. If you guys know who I'm talking about, definitely drop it in the comment section. But I want you guys to take, like I said, I don't believe that he had anything to do with the situation with Al B. Sure. Absolutely not. I don't think so. But there are, with this whole situation with Diddy, he's not like, I think what's happening now is, as the age-old saying, the chickens are coming home to roost basically for him, because it kind of feels like R. Kelly, right? People never really, the stuff with R. Kelly, people knew about it for years, right? And people were going along because of who he was and what he could do for them. And now I'm starting to see I feel like the same with Diddy. I feel like people with these parties with Diddy, I feel like back in the day, I know Stevie J has spoke out and said some things. With Stevie, I don't know if I can trust or believe anything that Stevie says, to be quite honest with you guys. I just don't know that I can believe Stevie. But the same way I feel about R. Kelly is kind of what I'm starting to feel about Diddy, right? What I just said about R. Kelly. Diddy was the man he was the man. Like, if you wanted, like, I know that Don Richard spoke out about how the label, how they felt about Danny Kane, and we see that Danny Kane went on to be a big, huge success. But then Diddy disbanded them. Aubrey O'Day has let it be known for years how she feels about Diddy, right? And I do believe I've always believed some of the stuff that Aubrey said, right? Because if you watch, if you are my age or a little or even older, and you watch Making the Band, you saw how he was with the band. He made those people walk to go get him a fucking cheesecake. The way he was with the band, the way he was with what's the name, with Danny Kane, the way he was with Day 26. I know Willie has spoke out recently about it. The way he was with, what was that white boy's name? I cannot remember. Donnie. Donnie, I have not saw him in years. The way he was, so the way he was when Danny Kane, Day 26, and the band, especially on Making the Band, he was not he was an asshole. And I did not like him on Making the Band. I really couldn't stomach Diddy on Making the Band. But I remember my mindset back when Making the Band was on. It's like, he ain't treating these people that well, but it's Diddy we're talking about here, right? Diddy has made so many stars over the years. And, we got Mary, we had so many, like we had Mary, we had Big, we had Total, we had, who else? The list goes on, right? So I was just like, do you kind of just take it on the chin and bear with it? But I'm starting to have my questions now. I'm really starting to question a lot of things. It's like, it's giving R. Kelly. It really is starting to give R. Kelly. It's like people back in the day overlooked the things with R. Kelly because of his proximity to the music career. Like, if you wanted to be in the industry, he was a go-to to get there. And now I'm starting to see that with Diddy. It's like Diddy was a go-to, and some people will probably overlook things or sweep things under the rug just because of the fact that it's Diddy, and he's at Bad Boy, and he's working with some of the biggest names, Faith, all these people, and look at what he's done for their careers. But as we know today, most of those artists were flat ass broke. They had no money. So it just makes you, things that make you go, these days, right? I want you guys to tell me, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys, like, I can see where Claudia is coming from. I can see it. Do I necessarily 100% agree with it? Not completely. I don't completely think I agree with it, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, so next up, let's talk about Shakira real quick. I'm sorry, you guys, but I have to laugh at this story because I think it's kind of, I don't know how, I'm not taking too much validity. I'm sorry, you guys. This story is just, yeah. Yeah, no, you guys, I'm taking it with I'm laughing at it. I have to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry, you guys. If people feel the same way that Shakira felt, I can't help you. I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Because when I read it, I was like, huh? So the Barbie movie, you guys. The Barbie movie. I'm going to repeat it one more time. The Barbie movie that came out last year, right? Mind you, I still ain't saw that damn movie. I don't think I'm going to see the movie. I wanted to see it because of Issa, but now I just don't want to see it, period, at all. So Shakira shreds Barbie movie, saying it was emasculating for her sons. Absolutely hated it. So pop icon Shakira is blasting the Barbie movie, saying her sons absolutely hated it and felt it was emasculating, according to a report. Shakira says, I'm raising two boys, the star told Allure in a Monday feature. I want them to feel powerful too, while respecting women. I like pop culture when it attempts to empower women without robbing men of their possibility to be men, to also protect and provide. The singer says she believes in giving women all the tools and trust that they can do it all without losing their femininity. She, she says, my sons absolutely hated it. They felt it was emasculating, and I agree to a certain extent. I'm raising two boys. So this is just repeating it. I want them to feel powerful while respecting women. Like, girl, what? So yeah, she says she wants women to lose their femininity. I think she says, I think that men have a purpose in society and women have another purpose as well. We complement each other, and that complement should not be lost. Now, let me once again reiterate and repeat. I have not saw the Barbie movie, and I won't be seeing the Barbie movie, right? But we're talking about Barbie, a doll, right? Pink. So technically, the movie would be for girls. So and I'm not gonna sit here and say a girl movie versus a boy movie. But you know what Barbie represents. You know what Barbie represents. You know who Barbie was created for. You know what Barbie's intentions are. So I don't understand how she can say her sons felt emasculated. I don't get how you can say your sons felt emasculated. That is a movie promoting positivity for women. A woman president. We haven't had that. Probably never will, right? A woman president. You know, women doing the damn thing. And I just don't understand how that's emasculating to your sons. I still don't understand it. It's not connecting in my brain, so to speak, because I wouldn't feel emasculated by it, right? You have strong, powerful women out there who are doing the damn thing. It's just because women are becoming more independent for themselves. It's not them saying I don't need a man, right? Or I don't want a man. It's just saying that they're not so headstrong and so dependent on a man to do things for them. That there are some women out there who believe in that whole lifestyle of a man is, to protect and provide, right? And there's nothing wrong with women who feel that way. And there's also nothing wrong with a woman who feels like, I'm gonna get it by all means. It doesn't emasculate a man. It just says, nigga, it's just basically saying to a man, like, you're nice to have at my side. You're nice to look at. You're nice to do these things with, but I don't necessarily need you. Like, I'm bad off by myself. Like I say it all the time on my channel when it comes to women. It's fine to get things, like it's fine to be a sugar mama. A sugar baby. It's fine to, get things from these. It's fine. Go get what you can get out these niggas when you can, right? But at the same time, have your own stuff, because as we see, men can be, I know it because I'm a man, but I'm not fickle, but men can be fickle as fuck, right? And they can, like we see it all the time with these men when they get older, they as their wives get older with them, they eventually dump that woman for a younger model of themselves. So I don't understand how now, like I said a few minutes ago, when I was laughing, I'm gonna repeat it one more time, you guys. I'm not, if anyone felt the same sentiments that Shakira felt that her sons or your sons or any man in your life would be emasculated by Barbie, then that's your sentiment. Again, I will ask this question. Please enlighten me on what's so, again, because I didn't see the movie, so enlighten me on what's so emasculating about it in the comment section below, you guys. And we'll pause here and I actually want to go back and do a follow-up on the story that we just did a few minutes ago, but we'll pause here, follow up with that story, and then we'll end the video, you guys. All right, you guys. So when we were talking about Diddy, I meant to mention the fact that it's reported, I don't know if these are real reports. I think these are real reports. It says Cassie is, working with basically she's working with the feds. So it says here, Cassandra Cassie Ventura is speaking out following news that Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by federal agents on Monday. Lawyer, I'm trying to see if they have a statement from her, but I know she's working with the feds on this stuff with Diddy, if she's working with them, now here's the question on that, because she's working with the feds, right? I wonder what the hell was like, because you guys remember she sued him, and did they not have her sign anything? Like, did they not have her sign anything? Because it's so it says here, Cassie is reportedly cooperating with the federal agents investigating Diddy following the raids in his Los Angeles and Miami home. According to TMZ, Cassie is among witnesses who have been communicating with the authorities. It's reported that Cassie may have been working with them for several weeks. The outlet believes Cassie may have provided testimony to give investigators probable cause to search the Bad Boy Records founders' homes, but that hasn't been confirmed. Like I said, Cassie started the domino effect on Diddy's fall from grace back in November 23 when she filed a lawsuit against him for the R word, X trafficking, battery, and more. Like I said last week, you guys, they are going to take Diddy down, down, down. Because for them to raid his house, like that report just said, for them to go into his house and, you know, do what they did, it's not like they were, at this point they have stuff, but they needed concrete proof. They needed concrete stuff. And so going into his home and taking things out, that is what they needed for this case. And like I said, Diddy, sir, yeah, you definitely going down. Yikes. That's all I got to say, you guys. That's it. Let me know what you guys thought about. Let me know what you guys thought about all the topics we discussed in this week's Hot Topics. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. Until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We do this every single week. So going forward, you guys, I want to set the precedent for Let's Get Into the Blogs. Going forward with Let's Get Into the Blogs, if you guys don't see it at 10 a.m. on Friday, then you should see it by 3 p.m. on Friday. Now, if you don't see it by 3 p.m. on Friday, then it'll be up by 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. On the offset that it's not up at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, then you will see a live for Sunday morning at 10 a.m. So that's how we're gonna structure the Fridays. That's how we're gonna structure it. So Friday at 10 a.m. If you don't see it at 10 a.m., you'll see it at 3 p.m. If you don't see it at 3 p.m., you'll see it at 10 a.m. the next morning, which is Saturday. And if you don't see it on Saturday, then we'll just go live on Sunday morning and just talk about everything under the sun that we have to discuss, you guys. And that's how we're gonna rock and roll with this. So I think that works perfectly for me. But my goal is to have it out at least at 10 a.m. on Friday morning or 3 p.m. Central Time, that is. All of those, everything is Central Time. But yeah, you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. So join me for Rated to Love Live on Saturday at 11 a.m. And then that'll be it until we get to Potomac and Summer House Martha's Vineyard on Sunday. I'll see you guys later. Bye.